So I'm with Kat Graham, Tyler Perry's Duplicity, Prime Video, March 20th. I love this movie because it's several movies for the price of one without giving too much away. From your POV, of course, much closer, what will people get? What will cinephiles get from this movie?
My gosh, you're going to get the drama, you're going to get the action, you're going to get the thriller, you're going to get the heartbreak, a little bit of romance, back to some action, some thriller, some heartfelt, real storytelling, um, grounded in, reality of what we're actually experiencing a lot as a country. And I don't know. I mean, that's exactly right. I feel like you get so many movies in one, especially because when you don't know how the next act is going to go and you're in act four, you know what I'm saying? That's got to tell you that you're dealing with a couple different movies in one here.
I have a pretty big issue with this movie because a lot of Marley's friends were saying that she has trust issues. My issues are people who don't have trust issues. Well, what is your take on that? Because I think sometimes people may be too trusting. I understand being humanistic, but come on, right? So.
There, listen, you're talking to a triple Virgo over here. So every time I let my foot off the gas and I give somebody else the wheel, it just kind of blows up in my face. And I'm like, why I should have just done the whole thing from the beginning to end. So it's not necessarily the best attitude to have, but I get it. It's very, very hard to trust people. The most important thing about this movie is that you got to learn how to trust yourself, because sometimes we think that we are not being a good friend by not trusting other people. But the reality is, if you trust yourself, you'll know by intuition who's doing you right and who's doing you dirty.
Kat, you're an accomplished artist, and collaborating with Tyler Perry, what are you able to learn from him just from your bird's eye view? Because you've made it far yourself. So what kind of thing can you guys get from each other through osmosis, maybe, possibly?
I don't think he'll learn nothing from me. He's got everything he needs. I've been learning from Tyler Perry, even though I've only met him somewhat recently and only worked with him on this for the first time ever. I have been learning from Tyler Perry for over 10 years. I have been studying him. I've been watching all of his movies, his shows. I've been, celebrating him from afar when he opened up his first studio to when he opened up the second one and the third one. And I've been watching very closely how he's navigated his prolific career. I think everyone can learn a lot from Tyler Perry, mostly faith. There are a lot of artists, a lot of producers, a lot of directors, a lot of writers, a lot of creators in this industry. And it is very easy to be, oh, I really like that person's movie and I like that person's show, but you don't really know who they are as people. But when you think of Tyler Perry, he really represents hope. He represents vision. He represents self-reliance. He represents inner trust. So I've been learning from him, as we all have, for many, many, many years. And I still learn from him. I'm still watching what he posts and what he talks about and how he speaks and the movies that he chooses to focus on and put his weight behind. And yeah, this is, a moment in time, maybe for me, uh, in comparison to the entire, a third of my life, I would say, of studying him.
Finally, a two-part question. Can you knock on Tyler Perry's door, whatever production office he's in, and say to him, please, more films with Marley because she's a
I've already
great.
done that. First of all, I mean, I don't think he would ever give me his address because I'm like, I love him so much. I'd be there every day. But I would listen, whether it's Marley or anything, or if it's just, um, somebody bringing coffee in a scene. I really do believe that he has a team behind him and everybody's there to help bring his vision to life. And I don't care how small that is, whether I'm the lead or I'm an extra in the background, whatever helps bring his vision to life, because I believe in him more than um, I beyond ego, right? Like I just believe in him and I believe that we should all like get behind him and follow him forward. And whatever that looks and wherever he needs me, I would be there.
Kat, thank you so much for your time. After watching Tyler Perry's Duplicity and people love it, what Kat Graham film would you lead them to as far as a movie that you feel or a TV project that you might feel is overlooked, underrated, and is special to you? And thanks for again for your time.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Greg. Well, if they like Duplicity, even though it might not, um, I might not have as many stunts. I would say Cutthroat City would follow that because that really focuses on a system that was unjust as it related to Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans in the Ninth Ward, and that was with Shamik Moore and Ethan Hawke and Wesley Snipes. And I think really studying, those kind of stories and other stories where, marginalized communities are overlooked and that we have to fight for what we want and stand up for what is right. That would be a nice next movie for them to watch if they're not sick of me by now.
I will watch Cutthroat City and get back to you after the next Marley film, right? Is that, yeah? Come on. Cross fingers.
Duplicity Part 2, Part 5, Part 10.
Yes. Thank you so
Around.
much. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. For more movie and television reviews and interviews, please subscribe to my Deepest Dream channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, thanks so much for your support. Take care.